shouting bar. Ozzy beep on this one. Don't drop it on the floor. Ozzy beep say so. Did you hear me? Legacy's watching. Keep the Lagos clean, oh. Not 30 hours street, oh. Keep the Lagos clean, oh.
I am the President and CEO Statewide Waste and Environmental Education Foundation. Our organization is environmentally based. We provide waste and environmental education by our mandate. So naturally, the officials of the council here seated are natural partners to what we are doing. And our dear Governor, Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, came up with an agenda. He called it the team's agenda. The team's agenda has the environment as part of the challenges they want to resolve. And our foundation is working with the state governor's office, especially the office of the First Lady of Lagos State, to help in bringing environmental education to grassroots people. Our daddies, our government officials, it is on this basis that we have come to you. That you join hands with us so that we can make our environment cleaner, greener, and more sustainable. The government cannot do it alone. We have recognized that. The local council cannot do it alone. So, in our vision to support the state government, our organization came up with a program we call Waste in the City. Waste in the City. This Waste in the City program is targeted at helping the state government to remove all the plastic cans and bottles that are inside our drainages, that are inside our canals, that are everywhere.
The Executive Chairman of COKA AGUDA LCDA, in person of Honorable Omobolanle Medinat Adetutu Akinyemi, I welcome you home to this special program, Team Waste in the City. And we have heard it all from the speaker, how we can separate our waste. And well, I know as time goes on, others and the SCAs too will chip in so many things. In a way, we can separate our waste. I can remember vividly last year we had a program like this, which the theme of the program is From Waste to Wealth, which we've been taught how we can separate our waste, and all those things can still be recycled for some other things. So I welcome you all once again, and I wish you all success in our future endeavors. Thank you very much.
We want you to go back to different homes, different CDAs. For the advocacy of this particular program we are doing today, sweep as it being called. That is the waste in the city. Like we have been told, everybody knows, we don't need to mingle that. If you go to some of our drainage system in Lagos State today, more than 70-85% of the waste inside the drainage system is all these PET bottles, sachet nylon water, and they can still be reused. But due to the level of, I would say, literacy on ground, that is one reason why we are not be able to do the shortage. But like my honorable have said the other time, waste to wealth. I think the program has started since last year, whereby the government is trying to enlighten us on the way to short our waste. so that the one that will eventually go to the landfilling site will be very, very minimal. Because majority of our activities that resulted to this way can still be reused one way or the other. As talked at length concerning the aims and objectives of the program, which each and every one of us here was invited for to come and participate. The only thing is, let's take back this message to our individual CDA, CDC, and others, to all our market women and market men. Let them see the reason why they need to partner, because our people are, a lot of things are given, our people are very ignorant of. I know by the time you get back to them, some will say, she became a generate waste. But it's for us to let them see the reason why this thing is very, very important, why the program is very important, the health benefit, the environmental impact, and the sustainability of our environment that we are likely to gain from it at the end of the day.
We have to embrace this particular idea. It's a very laudable one. I want to first of all appreciate the Chief Missionaire, Ambassador Phillips, for this. It's a welcome development. We are appreciating. And quickly, I also want to beg you, since this is the pilot case, I want to beg you, I don't know how you're going to do it. I know it's going to be costing you a little bit. If it is possible for us to further break this down into our various wards, because that is where we have the bulk of the job to do. Picking bottles, plastic cans, and all sorts goes deep down to our various community back home. So I want to believe our CDC members will also go back home and also have a meeting and try to relate what has been discussed here. So I want to beg you, maybe you can talk to your sponsors to further break this down so that it will help us a little back in our community. I want to beg you to please do that for us. So having said that, Alan, the chairman of the Recycling Association of Lagos State is here. So me, I want to go in that line a little. Apart from the fact that we are trying to reduce gas emission, we are trying to reduce cost of production, we are also trying to reduce waste. There's also another angle that goes to this, which is the money-making angle. That is also involved, that can really help us in, I don't know how the government is going to do it, or how the government is going to do it. So that by the time we start talking to our people back home, if they decide to arrange these things in different bags, maybe bottle, can, and plastics, maybe there will be something that will be given back to them for doing that. I think it will go a long way to help most of us. I don't want to take most of our time. Thank you for this little time. I appreciate it. Let's go.
New aspect of it that is going to generate revenue for our youths and women. Afẹ́fẹ́ àsìkò ìdúpẹ́ pé àwọn youth àtàwọn obìnrin wa wọ́n á tún fi eléyìí ṣiṣẹ́. Gbogbo àwọn tó fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ yìí kì í ṣe wọ́n fẹ́ kó wọn láti tà. Àwọn tí wọ́n ń gbé inú Coker-Aguda, àwọn tó ń gbé orílẹ̀, àwọn tó ń gbé Coker, àwọn tí wọ́n ń gbé Aguda, àwọn la máa lò láti fi generate àwọn waste. So ibi tó bá lè ti generate ẹ̀, definitely àwọn tó bá ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn wọ́n á fún wọn ní nǹkan. Tabadẹ̀ tún ṣe yàtọ̀ sí owó tí àwọn yẹn gbà, local government wa á mọ́ sí torí tá a bá parọ́ tanra wa kí ní ike rọ́bà ẹ̀ òun ló pọ̀ jù nínú ìdọ̀tí. So tábà lè yọ ilé kúrò á reduce ìdọ̀tí tí àwọn arí káàkiri gbogbo gọ́tà wa á máa lọ tí ò ní sí ìdádúró. So most.
It's an honor to be here today to speak to us about recycling. Ó jẹ́ nǹkan tí ó wúri lórí láti wá sí Coker-Aguda láti wá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ètò recycling bá a ṣe lè sọ ìdọ̀tí nǹkan tá à ń pè ní ìdọ̀tí ìdòwò because àwa kì í pè ní ìdọ̀tí. Waste is resource to us. It's not waste until you waste it. So what this project by Sweep Foundation is something that is very laudable. Nǹkan tí Sweep Foundation ṣe ó jẹ́ ohun tí ó wúlò tó dẹ̀ wúni lórí fún community wa, fún àwọn agbègbè wa. Surulere láti wọ́n fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀, we are starting with Surulere. Surulere is the starting point. They are using it as a pilot scheme. And again, I think I heard when the essay was asking the question about what is the need for the people, the aggregators. We call them aggregators or collectors. I can assure you that apart from what they get from recyclers, because recyclers are looking for these materials, even it is better when it is sorted at source, so there is less contamination and it is useful for recyclers processing. So they will buy it from them or get incentives. It depends, because there are different models. People who want incentives and some people want cash. Apart from that, Lagos State Government Waste Management Authority, LOMA, is going to launch a raffle draw, which they are working on right now. We're working with them as well. That every aggregators in Lagos will be entered into a raffle draw, and at least one person monthly will win in each LCDA out of the 57 LCDA in Lagos. Apart from after you have given your collectible recyclables to the recyclers, there is still benefit from the state, which is what we call Lagos Recycling. And right now, even Loma is advertising for young people to come and register as aggregators. So from there, people can start their own entrepreneurial business. So it's a huge process, but we have to start from home. And that is why I said what Sweep is doing is a very laudable project. Because in waste management generally, behavioral and attitudinal change is very key. I realized when my secretariat was speaking, he actually touched so much on that. And how do we change our behavior and our attitude? It has to start from the grassroots, which is our community. And it is very laudable that every one of us here has spoken, have touched on it, that we need to take this into our society, our community, our world. We need to go there. But, like we said, waste is wealth, waste is resource. There is a lot to be done, but we have started and there is no going back. Thank you very much.
Everybody. I'm Mrs. Ruth Abiba, Secretary General of the Market Association in Coker-Aguda. I'm representing the Manager General today. Where I made the program, I think waste to wealth is part of our discussion in those days when we are trying to launch environmental sanitation and waste management. Then it will be a lot of help for our youths and some of us that don't have anything doing for now, if we can participate in this program. It's a laudable program and it's going to help the community and even the Lagos State in general. So I will implore everybody that has the opportunity as it comes now, whatever step we need to take to be part of this, then I think after some time we will know that we will be able to play our own part, even as market men and women. I will take this home to our market leaders and other members in our different markets at our general meeting, so that all of us will be aware of what is going to happen.
OZB on this one. Don't drop it on the floor. OZB say so. Did you hear me?